This is a river. A river is a type of habitat with water in it. Depending on how big the river is, the water might move very, very quickly, as in a mountain river that flows downhill, or it might be a very slow-moving river where the water is just flowing down a simple slope from one area to another. Water always moves from a higher point or a higher elevation to a lower point or a lower elevation. So that means water always moves down, and it moves down because of gravity. Water has weight to it, and gravity forces the water to move from one place to another. A river is like a ribbon of water that flows downhill from the force of gravity. A river can be wide and deep, or a river can be shallow enough for a person to wade across. Depending on how flat the land is where the river is at one particular point, and how wide the river is, the water may move more slowly until it starts to come to an area in the land where it becomes steeper. Once it becomes steeper, the water begins to move much more quickly, as you can see in this waterfall. As you explore this kit, you will discover things about the river that will help you to understand what a river is better. One thing you'll learn about is that the river is a habitat. A habitat is a place where animals live. And so we will explore all the different types of animals and the animal groups that live along the river. A habitat provides food, water, shelter, air, and space, so that the animals that live in that habitat are able to find what they need in order to survive and make more of themselves by having their homes there. This is where they raise their babies, and this is where their babies will also live. So the river habitat offers a home to all types of animal groups, such as the birds that we just saw, or mammals like these otters that are playing in the snow. Other animal groups are insects like this damselfly or the dragonfly that both live above the water and below the water. Or reptiles like these turtles that are basking in the sun. If you watch carefully, you can see that they are sharing the space above the water so that they can get as much sunlight as possible. Amphibians, like this green frog, are also a group of animals that live in the river habitat, as well as many, many different types of fish. Another thing that you will learn in this kit is all about the landforms that make up the river. Landforms are the land that surround the river and are part of the river habitat. You'll learn about erosion and how erosion forms the land all along the river, changing the direction that the water flows sometimes, or creating things like islands and other landforms like floodplains. These are all things that we will explore in our second part of the kit. The third part of the kit is all about animal adaptations, or things that animals have on their bodies or things that they do so that they can survive, especially in water, since the river is all about water. So within each kit are activities that you can explore both indoors and some suggestions for some things that you can do outside that will all be representative of the river and the life and the structure of the river itself.